It starts with a glance. Then a message. And suddenly, a promise is broken. Why do people cheat? Is it lack of love? Temptation? Or something deeper, something shocking that most couples never talk about? Today, we're diving deep into the real psychology behind infidelity. We're uncovering why it really happens, and what it reveals about us all. So stick around till the end, because what you will discover will just impact your relationships positively forever. Here we decode the real psychology of love, trust, and connection. If you are passionate about understanding love, trust, and human behavior, hit that subscribe button, because here, we don't just talk relationships, we uncover their hidden truths. Number 1, the silent cracks, how emotional distance breeds betrayal. Infidelity rarely starts with lust, it begins with loneliness. Picture this, two people sitting beside each other every night, yet feeling miles apart. When conversation fades and silence replaces laughter, emotional starvation begins. Someone out there listens, laughs, notices, and suddenly, that attention feels like oxygen. They tell themselves, it's harmless. But the truth? Every message, every late night, how are you, is a step across an invisible line. Emotional affairs are like invisible fires, they burn quietly, but destroy completely. When connection dies at home, temptation only needs a spark. Number 2, the ego factor, the need to feel wanted again. One of the most shocking truths about cheating is this: most cheaters don't want someone new, they want a new version of themselves. Psychologists call this the ego revival effect. The moment someone flirts, compliments, or makes them feel seen, dopamine floods the brain. It's the same chemical high as falling in love. And for those who've been feeling invisible, it's intoxicating. They start chasing that rush, the thrill of being desired, the power of being noticed, even if it means betraying the one who once made them feel whole. Number 3, the unspoken needs. Behind almost every betrayal lies an unmet need, not always physical, but emotional, psychological, or spiritual. Some cheat seeking passion. Others, understanding. Some simply want to feel chosen again. It's easy to call it selfishness, but often it's a cry for what's missing: attention, respect, adventure, safety. Cheating doesn't solve the void. It just distracts from it, temporarily. The real tragedy? Most people never communicate what they need until they're already standing in the ruins. Love doesn't die from betrayal, it dies from neglect. Number 4, opportunity plus weak boundaries. In our digital world, temptation is only one message away. You don't need a secret hotel room anymore, you just need Wi-Fi. It starts with a like, then a reply, then a private chat. The truth? Most affairs are not planned, they're allowed. People who don't define their boundaries early fall into gray zones that turn black. A heart without boundaries will always find itself in danger. The strongest relationships aren't perfect, they're protected. Number 5, the deep psychology, why some can't stop cheating. Some people cheat again and again, not out of greed, but from unresolved pain. Maybe they grew up unseen, unloved, abandoned. They crave intimacy but fear it at the same time. Cheating becomes their twisted way of controlling vulnerability. It's not passion, it's protection. They cheat to escape the terror of real connection, where rejection feels unbearable. Until these childhood wounds are faced, no relationship, no matter how loving, will ever be enough. Number 6, the turning point, from betrayal to awareness. But here's where the story shifts: betrayal doesn't have to be the end. For some, it becomes the mirror that finally exposes what's been hidden. Years of silence, pain, loneliness, and disconnection. It forces both partners to ask the hard questions. What broke in us? Where did we stop seeing each other? Forgiveness is not forgetting. It's facing the wound together, not apart. Because healing begins the moment honesty enters the room. Number 7, can it be prevented? The answer is yes, but prevention doesn't come from suspicion, it comes from connection. Protect your love by staying curious about each other. Speak even when it's uncomfortable. Set boundaries that protect your heart, not cage it. Remind your partner they are seen, valued, and chosen, again and again. Love isn't maintained by fear of losing someone, but by daily decisions to stay present. Infidelity isn't about bad people, it's about broken communication, neglected emotions, and unhealed hearts. But if you've been betrayed, you can heal. And if you've ever been tempted, you can stop. Understanding why is the first step toward how to protect love. So, before you judge, listen. Before you give up, look deeper. Because behind every act of cheating is a story, and behind every story is a human being craving connection. If this message spoke to you, don't leave without subscribing. And in the comments below, tell me, which part shocked you the most? Also share this video with someone who needs to understand what love really means, and let's rewrite the story of trust, one truth at a time.